Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday, the 19th of October. So looking at the euro dollar first, and yesterday ended up in a more positive day, ended up with a bullish hammer there, if anything. However, I'm not convinced the euro is completely bullish at the moment. Just looking at the other time frames, yes, we had a bit of divergence on the 4 hours yesterday. It's back into its 34 now. Now I guess it's had a bit of a point here. If it can break above that 34, maybe we'll see a further push up. If it stalls around this sort of area, doesn't break the previous high there, well, maybe we could be on back for the daily pivot. I just need to see how it sort of pushes out this morning. At the moment, it's pushing back up towards that sort of level. Maybe even push up towards the R1. Now, with daily pivot, I'm always looking at that as a possible target, but just have to see, as I say, see how this shapes up this morning. There is some divergence there on the 60 minutes, but it's just consolidated following that divergence. So just need to wait and see post 8 o'clock. Preference, of course, is the daily pivot to be hit. Now, whether that will make me go back completely bearish again is another matter, because so there was the divergence on the bigger time frame at lows there. Maybe we've got more upside now. I'll reassess at the time. Pound dollar. Well, the pound again, put a hammer in here, a bit more solid. It's had a little push up beyond yesterday and made a new high a newer high since yesterday this morning. But again, a bit of weakness showing here, possibly with the shooting star last candle, or doji rather. It's edging back towards its daily pivot here a little bit more. It's put a lower high in, etc. So daily pivot may be hit sooner rather than later. Again, just need to watch what happens here. That in itself, I'm just looking now. There was, I believe, on the 4 hourly, a bit of divergence kicking in there as well. There was, so maybe we're back on a more positive note on these currencies. Dollar yen. Dollar yen still weak. This was the weakest of pairings yesterday. You can see the huge move it did relatively compared to the others yesterday, and it's still pushing up at the moment. So still weakness in the yen. Got the potential maybe to run to those prior highs, back into the prior highs today at this rate. There is a bit of weakness, but showing up there on the 60-minute maybe, and it has got the daily pivot below. But if I was looking on the short side, I'd be just waiting to see how it breaks this 60.21 again. See if it can break through it next time. But for now, as I say, some slight divergence there, and the daily pivot below. So the upside may just be constrained a little bit, but we'll see as we push in. Aussie dollar. Positive jobs data, but hardly really pushed on too much from it, but it's starting to push up a little bit back towards that monthly pivot. Now, it could yet still be a target. It's not been hit yet. Depends how the market takes to it this morning. It could just want to, as I say, push up towards it. It's long time since it's been there. Looks like it's already caught daily pivot this morning, and the good news sort of sparked it up in the first place. Very bitty thereafter, quick profit taking, consolidation, but well, may, as I say, may start or continue that push up there. And finally, the Canadian dollar, if I can get it in there. There we go. So Canadian dollar, well, bearish pivot swing there. Again, it's got a monthly pivot untouched below. Still early in the month. It's got the potential to head back towards that now. It's put lower highs in yesterday. It really did come off a bit in the afternoon yesterday as well. as we saw a bit of dollar weakening. Quite surprising, really, because there was a definite move towards another interest rate hike in the US. So, well, we'll see. But for now, pushing down towards the S1. It may have been, it's missed out on its daily pivot at the moment and looking weakish, but just post 8 o'clock this may just change a little bit. I would have liked to have seen the daily pivot out of the way first, but we'll see what happens. But it is looking like it's a sort of bear flag pattern to head down towards that S1, maybe more towards the monthly pivot. Okay, that's it for me. News, or I should say news. Just run through the news. There is some news out today. We've already had the Australian data. As I said, that was good in terms of employment change, unemployment rate. We've got retail sales at 9:30. In US weekly unemployment claims at 1:30. The 1:30 data doesn't really give much of a shaker. So really, of any significance, we've really only got the UK retail sales at 9:30. Okay, have a great one. I'll speak to you in the morning. Bye for now.